Ladies and gentlemen, SSGL here, coming back at you with another poll result audio video, and this time we're going to be talking about it's not a strictly split screen poll this time around, but it is something about that's heavily associated with split screen support, local multiplayer, and that is AI bot support. And given that the news of Halo Infinite definitely having or restoring the 4-player split screen support to the Halo series, I thought I might reach out to the community and speak about something that I believe also has been on the wishing list of the Halo community for quite some time now, and that is the ability to have AI bot support in Halo. As you can see here, I managed to gather 105 votes over at GameFAQs. This poll over there is now closed, in which 88 votes definitely would like to have some kind of AI bot support that can be added via either the custom menus, Forge, or both. 13 votes, no, that won't be feasible for whatever reason. 3 votes came out as not sure and decided, and only 1 vote as other. So all in all, this is something that has been requested, something that the majority of the Halo fan community would like to have, in the same vein of saying, for example, having playable elites. But why is it that after all this time, Halo has not had AI bot support when you compare it to other long-standing franchises, such as mainly Call of Duty, that will be right now the main first-person shooter that, in addition to split-screen support, has AI bot support, has been having it all the way since not his beginnings, but I believe it was a little bit later on that they were introduced. I can tell you here that I'm familiar with how AI bots progressed in the Black Ops series in particular. The first Black Ops, they were only available in non-objective games, Team Deathmatch and Free-for-All. They evolved in such a way that they were playable in all the modes, including objective. What happened there was that they were not available for party related modes. But then in Black Ops 3, they were available no matter where you go, in the basic Team Deathmatch Free-for-All, in the objective modes, and in party. So you can't escape them unless you turn them off. And it was very interesting to see how they evolved in the particular Call of Duty series. I also am familiar with the bots in the Battlefront series. Having the first Battlefront game, I was a little bit confused about them because they did not behave like those from Call of Duty Black Ops. They seem to be Escort Bots, always kind of like moving around a set perimeter around your location. So I call them Escort Bots. I actually did a video a while back about 5 types of AI bots that I have encountered in various games, particularly first-person shooters. And the ones I already mentioned, the Call of Duty bots, they seem to mimic more real players, and they act on their own, each one going about doing their own thing. On contrast, the AI bots from the first Battlefront were more like Escort Bots and remain within a certain radius around your location. This is not proving to be the case with Battlefront II, and They are more now like the AI bots of Call of Duty Black Ops, in which to each their own. They move all about the battlefield. I don't see, and I'm not seeing that they remain close to you. But do I personally think we can see AI bots in Halo Infinite? I don't think so, and that is because of Forge. You see, unlike Battlefront and Call of Duty games, Halo has the ability to give the user the ability to create maps. And that means that in order to have AI bots, we're gonna have to program one that is capable of adapting to user created maps, as opposed to maps that were developed by developers, right? And I don't see how AI bot support could make it to Halo Infinite unless we're talking about another kind of bot that I have run into, and these are what I call the Grunt Bots. And just like I have said in the previous video that I did about the types of AI bots that I have encountered, the Grunt Bots are, I'm calling them like that because that's what they were called when the first Titanfall game came out. And the reason what they are called that is because once they land, I think in the first Titanfall and now in Titanfall 2, when they land on the battlefield via, I think, drop pods, they stay in that location. You see, they don't move around or do anything complex. Maybe they take a few steps in this direction or whatever, but in general they stay on sentry. And the thing is that when Halo 5 dropped by and I began seeing Warzone gameplay, the Marines that appeared there right off the bat reminded me of the Grunt Bots from the Titanfall games. Same concept. These Marines appeared on all the basically Warzone is like domination on steroids, which you have 3 main bases in addition to the home bases of each team, and you gotta set out to capture those bases. In that Warzone mode, you have those Marines that appear and stay within the perimeter of those bases. They don't move. And then you have those bosses that appear that for the most part stay in their assigned location once they land. Thus, I propose that if we are going to see any kind of AI bot support on Halo Infinite, it should be the grunt type bots. And I would like to be able to put that kind of AI bot onto my custom matches now that split screen has been confirmed to return to the series. It will be a nice idea to spice up things. One more thing that I can say is that some people don't like bots, but myself personally, I like to play Call of Duty and a game that have 4-player split screen. We're talking Black Ops 2 and 3, which are the ones that we currently have, both with and without AI bot support. One thing that I like to do is that the fewer the bots that I put, the higher the difficulty setting. But if I put more bots on there, I lower the difficulty setting, which is pretty much what I'm currently doing now with Battlefront II, which, thank goodness, in comparison to the first Battlefront, it now has a custom menu, albeit not as complex as Halo, but it does have enough options for me to experiment and tinker around. And same thing, when I do a 4v4 there, I put the AI box on expert. If I do an 8v8 or 10v10, the maximum, I put the bots on normal difficulty. Grunt bots being, well, the grunts that they are, I guess they don't have any. Well, maybe they can have, you can set the difficulty and that will only affect how accurate they are with their weapons, but they're not going anywhere, so it's not like they're gonna be moving faster or whatnot, or pulling some stunts or catching you off guard or whatever, firing on the move better or not. So if the ability to set up the difficulty for this Grunt Bots is available, then that's what it will do. But you don't have to have that. Just simply have those Grunt Bots that you can put around the base, around the map when you work into. And if you decide to create a map using Forge, or if the bots are placed with via the custom menus instead, then I guess they randomly appeared on the map somehow and add an extra piece to it. But if it's between custom menus and Forge, I guess I'll rather be able to put them using Forge instead and set up their spawning timer once they get killed or whatnot. I guess some of the bots will be on the red team and the others on the blue team, if that's the two colors that you choose your teams to be like. But that is it. I think Grunt Bot type bots are the only type of bots that can be put or be feasible to be added to Halo Infinite, due to the Forge producing such, well, infinite amount of variables that bots like we see in games like Call of Duty and Battlefront will be impossible to bring here. Alright guys, so that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoy this. What do you guys think? Of course the poll here is closed, but the one on YouTube will, I guess, go on forever, so I'll leave that link in the description. So if you want to have a say about this, you can go ahead to that video and it has the poll tab and you can do so there. So this is SSGL. Until the next time, people. Peace out, everybody.